Currently, I was dehydrated, hungry, and massively hungover. My stomach started protesting first, churning and gurgling. I fought it as long as I could, but sooner than I'd hoped, I succumbed to the nausea and vomited what little was in my stomach on the side of the road. My stomach was empty, but my body didn't get the memo and continued with wretched, dry heaving. It was at that point I realized I didn't have anything to drink with me. Digging through my purse produced a few breath mints. I popped one in my mouth and got back to it. I made it at least another mile before I started to feel unbalanced. I stopped again and damn near fell on my ass when the world moved in unnatural ways. Well, now I really was in a mess. I was on the verge of collapsing on the side of the road from dehydration and overexertion, and I had no way to call for help. On the bright side, I guess this would account for the time I was trying to make up. I staggered farther into the sparse grass on the side of the road and dropped to my knees. I vaguely heard the sound of an engine approaching as I fell face first into the unforgiving ground, embracing the blackness.
Chapter 2. Shaker. When Phoenix dismissed church, I went straight for my bike. I needed a ride and clear my head. He made some excellent points, but I still thought he was too hard on the girls, particularly Harper. She had been through hell at the hands of the Vine family and had a right to seek vengeance. I had been through some of my own shit due to two of the Vines. To say I was happy they were dead would be a vast understatement. I told Phoenix I went down to the basement with the girls after I caught them sneaking down there to supervise and make sure no one got hurt. Truth be told, I was already on my way to the basement because I needed to rid the earth of the last living member of that vile family as much as Harper did. Now that they were dead, I was left with feelings I didn't know how to process. Anger was the front runner. I was a fucking biker. How did some tiny little slip of a woman get the drop on me? A woman of no more than 5 feet 3 inches and 115 pounds managed to kidnap me and hold me hostage for 5 days. Needless to say, embarrassment was another emotion I was struggling to overcome. None of my brothers had given me any shit about it. Truthfully, they had been nothing but supportive, but I felt like they didn't see me the same as before. I already had plenty of issues, more than my fair share, so being kidnapped by Hillary/Valerie felt like karma was dry fucking me for funsies. Actually, the kidnapping part wasn't what bothered me the most. The thing that bothered me the most was something that no one else knew about. Well, no one else that was currently alive. I couldn't even bring myself to call it what it was in my mind, let alone say it to another person. The fact that her actions led to her discovery of my tightly kept secret infuriated me as much as it shamed me. And what I first thought was a coincidence, but later turned out to be part of a well-executed plan, I met Hillary at a bar in Cedar Valley. She wasn't the type of girl I usually fucked, but she approached me and she seemed ready and willing, which meant I didn't have to work for it. We finished our drinks, left the bar, and I took her to the shithole apartment I kept in Cedar Valley. It was nothing more than a fuck pad. She knew it, and I didn't deny it. Everything had been going great. She was on her knees just inside the door, swallowing my cock like it was going to shoot water from the fountain of youth down her throat. Then she stood and tried to kiss me. I do not kiss. She didn't like that very much, but accepted it for what it was. That should have been a red flag. When she accepted my next quirk without balking, it was a red flag that my dick-drained brain completely missed. As I said, I have issues, but with good reason. 8 years ago.
"Jacob, wake up!"
Beth gritted out while she shoved at my chest. I yawned and rubbed the sleep from my eyes as I sat up.
"What is it?" "We need to go to the hospital. My water just broke," she cried.
Her words had me instantly awake and alert. "Okay, I'm going to get dressed and put your bag in the car. Then I'll come back and help you," I said as I rushed to pull on some clothes. Beth was oddly quiet on the way to the hospital. Aside from the occasional moan from a contraction, she didn't utter a word. I figured she was as nervous as I was. I don't remember the details after we arrived.